As you probably know, the Fortnite community is in more shambles than probably it ever has been in the entirety of Fortnite's run so far, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. People are leaving the game. People have officially lost hope in Epic Games. A lot of the community with the storyline officially being not nearly as important as Epic Games had with Donald Mustard. After the Donald Mustard interview, everybody seemingly is a jumping ship on hope for Epic Games, and the downfall of Fortnite is officially upon us. I'm here to say that I don't think that's true at all. Hear me out. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below afterwards. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's get into it. So, I will say, honestly, I'm a big fan of Donald Mustard. I think his storytelling is phenomenal, and I look up to the guy as a creator. I think he is great, and I wish he was back. I love the Fortnite storyline. I'm sad about a lot of the things that Epic Games is doing right now. I would change a lot of things in Chapter 5, but guys, how many times do we need to have this conversation? How many times have we heard that Fortnite's downfall is starting, and with the addition to, but for real this time? We have been hearing this since 2018. We have been hearing this more specifically since Chapter 1, Season 5. And every single time this new conversation is brought up, it is, oh, but for real this time. But Fortnite has never been at this much of a low. I completely disagree. The community has been at this much of a low before many times. I want to say, even to be honest with you, I would say that Season X, and that's up for debate, I would say that Season X is when the community was absolutely at its lowest. I will say, though, it's understandable for the Fortnite storyline community to be very upset right now, for them to actually be jumping ship from the game, because there's a lot of people who played Fortnite for the story. I'm talking about the community in general. Those people I understand, but still, I think that it's a conversation for another video. I was planning on making a video on it, but I still think that there is hope for the storyline. I think Epic Games might bring it back one day, but again, that's not what this video is about. Since Chapter 1, Season 5, the official downfall of Fortnite has begun. There have been videos that have gone viral since 2018, and people are still making them. Why Fortnite is dying, why Fortnite is failing, why this is the official end of Fortnite. You've seen it everywhere, and you know what? The arguments kind of made sense, but they didn't to me, because just look at the player count. This community is just an angry minority of the players that are on Twitter, to be honest with you, and Reddit. That's where you get the most of the angry people, because again, happy people are just enjoying playing the game. Happy people don't usually go online and post about how much they're having fun with the game, right? Chapter 1, Season 5. Let's go through it, guys. Chapter 1, Season 5. Everybody was upset with the spray meta. OG Fortnite wasn't as fun anymore. People are getting better at building. The game's dying. Chapter 1, Season 6. The updates weren't as fun. The zombies are ruining the game. I don't know what Epic Games is doing. This is ridiculous. It's ruining my Battle Royale experience. People are still getting better at building. The game is dying. Season 7. Chapter 1, Season 7 is when it is looked back at one of the most fondest seasons in Fortnite history. The community whined just as much as you see right now in Chapter 5. The planes are OP. The Infinity Blade. What's Epic Games doing? Epic Games' decision making is something that I don't understand. Epic Games is trying to kill their game. Why would they add something like the Infinity Blade? Why would they add something like planes? The exact same talking points that you are seeing right now were in Chapter 1, Season 7. Moving on, Chapter 1, Season 8. That was great. You didn't see a lot of hate. Chapter 1, Season 9. Little bit of controversy, because the competitive players were getting really, really good, and those people were coming over to pubs and not just playing arena. But still, Chapter 1, Season 8 and 9, it was a really good state of Fortnite. Chapter 1, Season X, again, like Season 7, people are looking back fondly on that, and the community was in shambles in Season X. Chapter 1, Season 7, Chapter 1, Season X. I played through it all. I'm one of the biggest Fortnite fans out there, and everybody was crying and whining about the mechs. Everybody was crying and whining about the updates, even the POI changes. I think that's ridiculous. For those of you who started playing somewhere in Chapter 3 and 4, you might think, oh, how could they possibly complain? How could they possibly complain about weekly updates, brand new weapons, and POIs every single update? Well, they did. The conversation that was being had was Epic Games was changing the meta too much. I think that's crazy. Plus, a lot of people, and that's, you know what, it's understandable that not a lot of people were fond of the Rift Zones. A lot of people didn't like the mechs, but what people don't remember is the mechs were severely nerfed. They were a problem at the beginning of the season. I still find that fun, but it's understandable why a lot of the community was, well, for lack of a better term, I keep saying in shambles, but that kind of makes sense. I get it. I get it in Season X, although I completely disagree. I think that it could have been solved with just separating pub and comp loot pools. I don't know why. That's not a thing that Epic Games does, but Season X was arguably the worst state of the Fortnite community of all time, and everybody was jumping ship. Everybody's saying, I'm officially done with Fortnite, never coming back. You were seeing, again, the exact same talking points that you were seeing right now. It's the downfall of Fortnite. Fortnite's dead for real. I don't understand Epic Games' decision making. It's like Tim Sweeney's trying to kill Fortnite. The exact same things. I was there for them. I was there for them, and if you were playing at the time, you would have been there for them too. Chapter 2, Season 1. More of the same. Epic Games listened to us, gave us literally nothing. We had a brand new map that was great for a couple weeks, but then the map was a little bit boring, and to be honest with you, that was a little bit of a boring season. I still had fun playing. I had fun playing throughout the entirety of Fortnite, but everybody's sitting back talking about how Epic Games just doesn't care anymore. Epic Games doesn't release patch notes. Where's the communication, Epic Games? All we want to do is communicate with you, and Epic Games just won't. They communicate a little bit, everybody gets mad. Epic Games, why would you give us an update with only the harpoon gun? It's like you're trying to kill your game. What's with the delays, Epic Games? What's going on? Chapter 2, Season 2. Great season. We didn't hear a lot of complaining, but towards the end of the season, we saw a little bit of people whining because of the delays and the season's still going on, but people gave Epic a pass for what was going on throughout the world because that was early 2020, and the season was still fun. Chapter 2, Season 3. We didn't see a lot. We saw a little bit of complaining about the water. Some people didn't like that, but it was also a good season. Chapter 2, Season 4. Epic Games. What's going on? Why would you just sell your soul into a collab? Epic Games, all they care about is money. Why does Epic Games sacrifice our amazing Fortnite seasons just to make a couple dollars with Disney? This is ridiculous. I'm playing ad Fortnite. I don't like this. Insane decision making by Epic Games. I don't understand what Epic Games is possibly thinking right now. Did they seriously make a Marvel season? This isn't the Fortnite that I grew up with. This isn't the Fortnite that I fell in love with. This is Ad Night. Ended up being one of the greatest seasons of all time. Chapter 2, Season 5. I understand the criticism for that one, but Epic Games, you're still selling your soul. The exact same things that we're hearing right now. Epic Games just cares about collabs. They don't care about anything else, but in reality, the gameplay for Chapter 2, Season 5 was phenomenal, and I would imagine that a lot of people would agree with that. The only thing that people were disappointed with was the sand tunneling kind of being vaulted. Chapter 2, Season 6. You're getting down to where Chapter 1, Season 7, or where Chapter 1, Season 8 was. Or Chapter 1, Season X, excuse me, not 8. 8 was great. Everybody was talking about how Epic Games doesn't care about the seasons anymore. How could Epic Games just cater to people who can't play the game and just make these makeshift weapons? How could Epic Games vault snipers? How could Epic Games just not care about the entire season at all? The gameplay isn't fun and Epic Games won't change anything. We have bows. We don't like bows. You heard the same thing. A lot of people hated Primal for a million reasons, and then the whole conversation of Epic Games doesn't care anymore still brought up. Chapter 2, Season 7. You had a very mixed bag with that one. So you had good, you had bad. Chapter 2, Season 8. It ended up being a really great season, but at the beginning, you heard the community still going, I can't believe that after an event like that, Epic Games just doesn't change the map. What's going on? Epic Games is just teasing us now. What collab is coming up? Did they really just want to bring Venom and Carnage into the game? Is that the new thing that's coming up? You didn't hear a ton of it. Chapter 2, Season 8 ended up being great. Chapter 3, Season 1 was phenomenal. Was absolutely phenomenal. Chapter 3, Season 2 heard a little bit. That was a little bit of a mixed bag like Chapter 2, Season 7, so I don't really want to talk about that one. Chapter 3, Season 3. Shockingly, everybody's looking back on that fondly now because Donald Mustard said that's the last season he oversaw. But in reality, the community was, again, in shambles. The map changes weren't good. The weapons weren't that great. The brand new thing that we had was ballers with energy and rideable wildlife, which had potential. It just didn't live up to the possibilities at all. The community was, again, in shambles. The downfall of Fortnite is here. Epic Games doesn't care anymore. We are seeing the exact same talking points. Chapter 3, Season 4. People were a little bit excited about the storyline. I liked this season a lot. I thought it was great, but people were complaining about the Chrome. People were complaining about Epic Games not really diving into the storyline anymore. People were complaining about Epic Games focusing on collabs. Let's move on to Chapter 5, and you have the entire conversation that has been had throughout the entirety of Chapter 5, both in Season 1 and Season 2. Ad Night, Epic Games doesn't care anymore. The downfall of Fortnite is here. My point being, we have seen this with so many Fortnite seasons. And you guys are all saying, I'm ready for the comment section down below because you guys are going to talk about how bad the state of Fortnite is, and you're going to list everything that you don't like about the game right now. My point being, we have been through this countless times. Oh, but it's actually never been lower. Yeah, it has. I already know the other comments are going to say too that, well, the updates have been getting worse. It was worse in Chapter 1, Season 7, got worse in Chapter 1, Season X, got worse in Chapter 1, Season 2. That's just not true. That is not true at all. Some things got worse. Yeah, but the entirety of the community being in shambles, we've seen this before. Everybody talking about, again, since Chapter 1, Season 5, the exact same talking points. How many times did I just repeat myself going through every season of Fortnite? Since Chapter 1, Season 5, since 2018. You've heard this before. Fortnite will be okay. Fortnite will be okay. Fortnite has been through downs. Fortnite has been through ups. Fortnite is still here. The game that everybody keeps claiming that is dying and officially over with, go look at their player counts. The numbers don't lie. Unreal Engine is here to stay. Epic Games has, assuming the roadmap's real, we have a fantastic year ahead of us. The game is still fun. Look, again, like I said at the beginning of the storyline, I'm sad about the storyline. I'm sad. I miss Donald Mustard. The storyline was one of the greatest things about Fortnite, but in reality, I don't understand, and there's nothing wrong with people do, but I don't understand how people can just play this Battle Royale game for the storyline. Gameplay first for me. If the gameplay's fun, I'm here. I'll be enjoying it. And reality is, I'm still having a blast. I'm still having a blast with this game. The locker UI is driving me crazy. I'll be honest with you on that one. But there's a lot of things that I would like to change in Fortnite. But this game is far from dying. The downhill of Fortnite does not exist, and it probably won't for at least a decade. That's my guess. In reality, for all of you talking about how they need to bring the storyline back, they need live events, they need Donald Mustard, I want to expand on another video talking about that specifically because there has to be a reason. Again, I'm sitting here, I don't understand why they both can't coexist, but again, conversation for another time. Epic Games is doing something right. The metaverse was Donald Mustard's idea. The metaverse isn't going to fall flat in Epic's face like everybody is talking about. It's here to stay, and if you guys would just stop hating so much on that for a second, you might realize that there's a lot of fun to be had in Fortnite. There's a lot of great creative maps. There's a lot of great Battle Royale updates. The updates have been pretty solid this season. The Star Wars update's coming. I can't wait for that personally. That's going to be so much fun. The Force Mythics, when they were in the game, was some of the most fun I've ever had playing in this game. Again, guys, we have been through this before. Every single time that everybody has been talking about Fortnite officially dying, the downfall of Fortnite, it's lived. It was perfectly okay. And everybody online was completely 100% over exaggerating. You guys need to remember that the player counts don't lie. And of course, you can compare it to Chapter 1 Season 2. You can compare it to Chapter 1 Season 3. There is literally no way for Fortnite to go other than down compared to those seasons because Fortnite had the entire world playing the game. You can't compare it. That's dishonest. Remember, guys, the magic for Fortnite is still with so many people. They are just not on Twitter or Reddit crying about it. They are sitting down and they are enjoying the game. There's not a lot of people who just make content because, and I honestly, I don't want to sit here and just flat out toot my own horn because like, oh, look how happy I am. I know how that can sound, but there's not a lot of people who come in just constantly making positive videos about how much they love the game. It doesn't happen. There's a lot of people who talk about great things, negative things. I like to talk about negative things when they happen, but at the end of the day, I'm typically more positive than I am negative. Point being, there's some stuff that I've talked about in Chapter 5 that I've taken really big issues with personally, but Epic Games is okay. Fortnite is okay. We have been through this, and before you comment down below, think about it. Think about the exact talking points that you're going to write down below. Just change it to Locker. Change it to Epic Games not caring. Change it to the storyline being dead. We've heard it all before. The Locker's new, but we have heard it all before. The storyline was dead in Chapter 2 Season 1. The storyline was dead in Chapter 2 Season 3. We've seen it in different seasons. It's just off the top of my head. People weren't satisfied. People have not been happy for a long time. It's the same kind of people. Again, the people complaining on Twitter and Reddit are a loud minority. Happy people are playing the game. Epic Games has been through lows before. They have never been close to a downfall. They have never been close to a dead game. Epic Games and Fortnite will be okay. Let me know what you think about everything down below, guys. Thank you for watching. Check out this video if you'd like to continue watching the channel. Take care.